1, 2, 1, 2. You know what it is. Rebel Tedtv here. And I'm here to respond to a couple of comments. A couple of replies I got on my comment. You know what I mean? This chick, michon, whatever how you say her name. She posted up some shit that Angela Stratton, I think that's her name too, I don't know neither. She said, you know what I mean? So, since they asked me to explain what I said, that's why I'm making this video. I'm gonna explain what I said. Now let's see what Angie was talking about.
They say you hear what people say, but you watch what they do. We've been hearing what the Democrats say for so long, and it sound good and it feel good. But we watch what they do, and they ain't doing shit. We hear what Trump say. It sound crazy. But when I watch what Trump do, and I go back and I look at real facts about how this man went to court every single day with Michael Jackson.
Alright, she started off good, but this is where she started fucking up. I don't remember seeing him with Michael Jackson. I don't remember seeing him in any of them pictures with Michael Jackson. I was watching that trial. I don't hear him speaking up for Michael Jackson right now. They still dragging his name through the mud to this day. I don't hear him saying anything. He ain't even say nothing about when Kamala was trying to get at him. So I don't know about that MJ stuff right there, B.
How him and Don King was super, super cool. How this man was on the Wu-Tang Clan album. How when Jennifer Hudson family was murdered, he put them up in Trump Tower for 6 months, protected them, didn't charge him a dime. How he sent his private jet to go get Nelson Mandela out of prison. How he gave Rainbow Push and Jesse Jackson $1 million to get started, to get activated in the black community.
First off, saying he support people with money is not saying he's not racist. Racist people look at black people with money like they're pets. They look at a few of them as an anomaly, so they give them their props. It doesn't mean they like him or respect him. It's just all about an image. You know what I mean? And he wasn't on the Wu-Tang album. He was on Method Man's album. Yes, Method Man is a member of the Wu-Tang Clan, but that wasn't their album. That was his album. And Method Man regret putting him on his album. So you need to get your facts straight on that one. And of course he would be cool with Don King. Who likes that dude? Being cool with Don King doesn't prove that you're not racist. It just proves that you'll put business first. Niggas hitting me on my phone and shit. I'm taking my phone off. But yeah, being cool with Don King isn't a flex. That shit is terrible. I mean, you think he ain't get no money being around Don King? He ain't get paid for being around Don King? He ain't get paid for putting Jennifer Hudson up in the hotel room? Those are tax write-offs. Not only that, that is free advertisement. That nigga know what he doing. That nigga exactly what he doing to try to get money and to get paid off of all of that. And why he wasn't saying nothing about Mandela while he was in jail and why he was in jail in the first place. That shit was just a publicity stunt. Going along what everybody's doing, make himself look good and all that shit, but that nigga ain't care. And give Jesse Jackson money to do what? Rainbow Coalition or Rainbow whatever you said to do what? What Jesse Jackson done for the black community but throw us under the bus? You over here naming these people? What? Jesse Jackson? You kidding me? Don King and Jesse Jackson? That did nothing for the black community. Those are the wrong type of people to try to bring up. That's why he helping. Jesse Jackson, just like the rest of them Democrats, they talk a bunch of good shit. Shit sound good, but they ain't doing nothing.
Push and Jesse Jackson $1 million to get started, to get activated in the black community. Now he gave me and Kwame Kilpatrick pardons to restart. I hear what people say and I watch what they do. I hear people saying they mad about Trump about the Central Park 5, and I get that. But then I know Trump passed the First Step Act, which done freed close to 20,000 people to this day, including Big Meech getting out on some of that sentencing reduction. That ain't got nothing to do with Kamala though. That's Trump in the First Step Act. But then
now, he didn't simply pass the First Step Act. He had to be lobbied to and convinced to pass that First Step Act. He didn't even want to do it. People had to go up there and convince him. We had celebrities go up there and convince him, whatever. People that knew they was talking about too, not these dumb celebrities that is trying to brainwash us and tell us some fuckery. And in Central Park 5, he was trying to send 5 innocent black men to jail. And he did talk about giving them the death penalty. He was directly talking about them. So let me get this straight. It's okay if you kill some of these innocent black men, as long as you let go some of these men, I could kill these men as long as I let these other men out of jail. I don't know about that. Sound like you're playing God a little bit, know what I mean? Substituting lives and all that, know what I mean? I don't know about that.
Some of that sentencing reduction, that ain't got nothing to do with Kamala though. That's Trump in the First Step Act. But then I hear what Biden saying, but I know Biden responsible for the 94 crime bill and the crack cocaine disparity. The thing that took all the real niggas off the streets.
True talk.
This is what Trump's First Step Act was in retrospect to that. Trump's First Step Act overturned that 94 crime bill. That's why we see all the real ones come out. That's why we stuck with a generation of Lil Nas X.
That he had to be convinced to do, that he didn't want to do, and lobbied to do.
Right now. All of this was strategic. Wipe all the real men off the street. Push this agenda. Because if the real men were in the home, we wouldn't see this like this. So you watch your mama be this pillar of strength. You modeling behavior, go back to psychology. Yep. And then we watching agendas on TV.
But it's not just the Democrats, it's the Republicans too. They are all down with the agenda.
Unfortunately, the Democrat Party of the day ain't the same Democrat Party that Grandma done raised us on. A lot of us is Democrat because that's what Grandma done was on. We gonna be honest. We don't even know why we Democrat. That's just what we on because we black. Grandma done said it. The policies have changed. Times have changed.
She right about that. We just Democrat to be Democrat, but it ain't like the times have changed. These Democrats and Republicans always be the same. It's just like Malcolm X said, the Republicans is in our face and the Democrats is behind our back. Trump made the restrictions on Haiti worse and Biden kept them in place. So you see how they both the same coin, just two different sides. You know what I mean? That's why you can't get mad at the Haitians up here eating your cats. If the American government will leave them alone, they'll probably be down there eating whatever they eat down there.
We cannot be educated on abortion and Margaret Sanger and the racism in abortion and vote for it. You can't say Black Lives Matter and vote to kill the black life that you create and then be mad at white people, black women.
That agenda she's talking about too. Black women is part of that agenda, just from a different angle. They're trying to destroy black men and black culture from all angles. Who you think paying them to come on TV and say all this stuff? They getting paid by these people, so they ain't gonna betray these people. They're the ones that's giving them so-called upward movement. So they doing their bids for them and all that. Let me bring it back a little bit. She's talking about that abortion thing.
We cannot be educated on abortion and Margaret Sanger and the racism in abortion and vote for it. You can't say Black Lives Matter and vote to kill the black life that you create and then be mad at white people, black women. We so stuck up in this feminism with having a choice that we gotta feel liberated that we don't even realize the consequences of our actions. Like, we wanna run around here and call a man a deadbeat if he don't want the baby, but bitch, you can go kill the baby and get a pat on the back when you don't want it. And at the same time, they screaming equal rights. They don't really want equal rights. They want control. And I don't want that much control. I don't want the right to kill my children. And if people gonna hate me for that, oh well. But you know, people waking up now. But I think what...
See, the problem is, Black Lives Matter has nothing to do with abortion. First off, white women were having abortions more. That's why when they passed that law, she said this is a win for white life. Second, this is about having control over your body. Whether you are for or against it, it should be your choice. And most women having abortions because trying to raise a child when you're not ready is hell. Yes, it's easier for the women to get rid of the child, save yourself the stress and the responsibility, but it's harder for the child to be raised in them situations. And y'all know that. And people aren't going to hate you for your opinion. At least they shouldn't. People are going to hate you for trying to take their choice away and trying to say that it's not their choice and trying to point out some things that really can't be pointed out and put together.
I don't want the right to kill my children. And if people going to hate me for that, oh well. But you know, people waking up now. But I think what the issue is, again, we so stuck on racism. Like, they use this whole racism thing to try to control us when, you know, if I'm gonna be 100% honest, everybody that I know that was murdered, that I love, that was taken away from me, was taken away from me by somebody black. Like, I don't even know nobody that was killed by a white police officer. I'm not taking away from that. I'm not saying that it don't deserve justice, but I'm saying on one hand, we get totally upset and blame it at the hands of racism. Then on the other hand, it's the same act. It's just by one person with light colored skin and the other person with dark color.
That's some bullshit right there. Sean Bell, he was killed by the police. And it doesn't matter his color. You know what I mean? First of all, most crime are done interracially. So basically, people are killing their own all over. I mean, white people kill white people, black people kill black people. Know what I mean? So that half a stat you're talking about is misleading. First of all, that's basically like a bull-faced lie. So, who them white people killing when they go shoot up them schools? There ain't a bunch of black people that killing up in them schools. When dudes are shooting at each other on the block, we don't call it racism. The situation that caused them to shoot at each other, we call it systematic racism. But we don't simply blame it on racism. How is it the same act? So when a cop shoots someone, it's the same thing as when a criminal shoots someone? So why when they do it in the street, Ray Ray and Pookie go to jail and the cop don't go to jail? That's the racism. You know what I mean, man? So basically, man, more of the story is these Republicans and these Democrats, they all the same. That's all it is. These Democrats just been, like I said before, these Democrats just been on the low with it. You know what I mean? And we've been listening to a lot of sellouts, like Jennifer Lewis. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know who this other lady is, Danny C. I don't know who Chicago Red is. But I like her. I'll vote for her. You know what I mean? We need to stop listening to them sellouts. Only people should talk about canceling, yeah, I second that. You need to cancel everybody on ESPN too. You know what I mean? But that's a whole different story. You know what I mean? So, Messi, I answered you back. I elaborated on what I was talking about. You know what I mean? You can tell me what you think, if you even listen to this, and anybody else that listen to this. Or your comments and opinions are welcome. 1.